There's a book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. First and foremost, I would like to say, Kala Yahweh Bashem Yamshai, Bashem Kakodash. The bonus to the apostles and elders, great millstone, real well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole flag, to all you brothers out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you brothers, stay strong, pushing. It was a quick lesson, and I came across this article from RT News, and it goes into how the this whole coronavirus pandemic situation, how it's really affected America, because in the beginning America was already fucked, right, when it came to the debt that America is in, which is trillions upon trillions of dollars. But this pandemic just solidified the end of America. Okay, right now, and this, you see the picture right here with the George Washington. He has the mask. Pretty much, America, this is a perfect depiction of America. America's sickly right now. America's pretty much on her deathbed. All right, she's on life support, and the Most High is getting ready to, take the switch off of this bitch, man. So right now we're witnessing the demise of America, because with this debt that America's in, there's no way it's gonna come out of this, especially with this pandemic. The economy of America is fucked. The economy of America is done. There's no coming back from this one, man. All right, but it says the U.S. economy may lose a whopping $16 trillion due to the devastating impact of the COVID-19 outbreak, both in output and people's lives, new research has found. While most studies assess the cost of the deadly virus by its impact on the national gross domestic product, GDP, a paper published in the Journal of the American Medical Association earlier this week offered a different approach. So, they go into how the businesses that are going up, they're going out of business, right? People are losing their jobs, so there's really no money being put back into the economy. There's no money really being put back into the system. So the economy is dwindling. The economy is diminishing, and people are losing their jobs. They can't put no money back up into the system or whatever. So America's done, man. That's why when I read the scripture, the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 6, which let me go ahead and read it again. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? Exactly. So you have all these different people, these different nations, pretty much the whole world, making a taunting proverb against Esau, against the so-called white man, because the so-called white man is out and about invading different countries and taking their shit. So now the people throughout the whole world, they're witnessing who the real devil is, who the problem is, who the real cancer of the planet is, and they know it's Esau. They know it's the so-called white man, because he's going around and taking people's shit, taking people's lands and resources and goods, the riches, right, and taking them all for himself. And not only that, but Esau is also setting up shop in these different countries that Esau goes and invades. I believe America is the country with the most military bases throughout the whole world. So as soon as these devils move into a country, they'll set up a military in somebody else's home, in somebody else's country. So really, when Esau does that, that's really a declaration of war. When you have America setting up different military bases in their home country, that's why really the mother country should really fight against America, because that's really an invasion. America has troops in your goddamn country. In your own country, America has boots in your home, pretty much. So really, that's, like I said, that's an act of war. That's a declaration of war right there. So Esau's going throughout these different countries, invading them, and after he invades them, he'll set up his democracy, and not only that, but he'll set up, like I said, different military bases. So he pretty much, he's setting up shop in these other people's country. So really, the people in their own homes, man, they're not even free. Because let's say they want to rebel against Esau, well, Esau already has his troops right there ready to go. ready to unleash them and start attacking civilians from these other countries. So it says, "Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, exactly this the destruction unto him. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay," which that's the main basis of this lesson. The thick clay, which I'm gonna go ahead and look up the word, the clay, which the Hebrew word is ibatya. Ibatya, which means a weight of pledges, heavy debts, and that's exactly what it is, right? A heavy debt. And I believe America has the biggest debt out of all countries out there, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what the thick clay represents. And woe to him that laid himself with thick clay. So America, throughout the years, throughout the centuries, America's been stacking up this debt that, by the looks of it, trust and believe, America's not going to be able to come out of that debt. As a matter of fact, China owns America now. All right, because America owes a lot of money to a lot of countries, man, like China and I believe a couple of other Asian countries, if I'm not mistaken. But so America's in debt with China. So pretty much what was who really owns this country is the Chinese government. The Moabites are the so-called Chinese. So really, the owners of this country, the owners of this corporation, which that's all America is. Okay, America's nothing but a business. America's nothing but a corporation. First, it was to the elites, right? The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, but then they're passing it on to now the Moabites, to the so-called Asian people, the so-called Chinese. All right, so now they're the ones that really run this government. That's why Trump is. That's why Trump has beef with China. That's why he came out with that slogan, "Make America Great Again," because he wants to own America. He doesn't want the Moabites to own it. But at the end of the day, it's not going to happen because America's not going to be able to come out of that debt. So really, Trump is fighting a losing battle. All right, he's fighting a losing battle against the Moabites. But even regardless of that, the Most High is still going to destroy America. So whether Moab owns it or whether Esau owns America, which is, like I said, a business or corporation, at the end of the day, this country known as America, which in the scriptures is known as Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, is going to be destroyed. Why? Because it's part of it's a part of prophecy. All right. So at the end of the day, America will burn down, and there's no coming back, for America. Okay, but anyways, with that, I'm going to say, Kala Yah Bashim Yah Shah Bashim Kakudash. Till next time, I'm going to say Shalom.